Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Neil and welcome back to another episode of BeamNG Quickies. In today's episode, we're looking at a mod for a prop that I think is very underutilized, but oh so satisfying. We are checking out the better large crusher. Now, if you don't know what the crusher does in beamng.drive, it's basically a invisible cube that smashes the car into a cube, obviously. Well, actually, the default large crusher makes more of a flat rectangle, but this mod makes it into a cube. You know that, like, when you think of a car crusher, like in a movie, you think of a car getting turned into a cube, essentially. That's what this mod aims to do. Now, I know this is not game-changing or anything, but I just thought it'd be a fun excuse to whip this thing out again and crush some cars. So, a demonstration of a said car crusher. Here we go. And at the end of this, we should have a perfect minivan cube. And there it goes. Beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious. And there it is. Just a teal cube of twisted metal. Does it still run? Kind of. Not really, though. No, actually, not at all. All right, so let's start small here, very small, and work our way up to the big stuff. Well, as big as we can get, anyway. So let's try a wigeon. Very, very small car. I want, how about the Sprinter? I guess that's probably the biggest version of this car. Well, actually, it's probably the Pond Skipper. Let's get that thing out. I almost feel bad crushing this little guy, but I'm kind of curious, can it even crush this thing fully? Is it small enough to kind of be in the threshold, the safe zone down here? Let's find out. Now, oops, we kind of spawned our car in the wrong place, but that's okay. Here we go. We got a long way to go till we actually start crushing this thing. Its face is going to go straight into our face. Are you ready? There it goes. Yeah, and I don't think the roll cage really helped us out too much there. Oh my God. She does still run, though. Look at that. We run in a circle, but we do run, so there's that. All right, next up, let's go with a piccolina, a little bit bigger car. Not much, though. Not much bigger. We'll just spawn up the default version here. We are going to be crushing a lot of money worth of cars here because it is going to get very expensive by the end of this video. Let's get this thing actually lined up in the middle as close as we can here. So like right about, oh, too far. Right about there. We'll set its home place and it's crushing time. Here we go. Look at the little smiley face on this thing, about to be extinguished. No doubt. And yeah, I think we have officially been cubified here. Let's get that side angle. Yes. Very weird reflections on this thing, by the way. Not really sure what's going on there. Devs, please fix. There we go. That's the modern art masterpiece that we are left with. Engine check. She still runs. Beautiful. I think that's just a running tally I'm going to keep while we're doing this of which cars continue to run after being smashed into oblivion. All right, let's go with something a little bit weird here. How about the errata? Basically all metal frame. It's basically all roll cage. So let's see how this goes. Why do my cars keep flipping direction? I don't like that. It's super annoying. Anyway, here we go. So far, so good. We're going to get pushed from behind a little bit here. Yep. And here comes the crush. Oh! How did we hold up? Oh, we are very, very cubified here. Yikes. Oh, it explodes as well once we actually release the grip, I guess you would say. It sounds like the engine's still running, though. And it does. Oh, it can still move. Wow. Very tough. These just absolutely buckled in on themselves, though. That's not saving you from anything. You're being turned into ground beef, basically. All right, let's see some old safety standards here. The Burnside Special. This is just going to be crushed like a tin can, man. I can tell you that right now. But I know you guys want to see it. And for this one, let's get an above view, because why not? That just sounds kind of cool. Anyway, here we go. The Burnside. Not the oldest car in the game anymore, but let's see those 1950s safety standards, and there it goes. Just absolutely obliterated. My goodness. That might be the most cube car. The most cubified car we've seen yet. So, yeah. Wear your seatbelt, kids. This is what could happen to you in the 1960s, I guess. I don't even know what I'm clicking on. There's a little interaction box right there. That's not going to be doing anything. Yikes! Should we try an even older car, though? Because you know we got one now, the Bruckell 9, so even worse safety standards. We'll spawn up the Deluxe Coupe, and of course it spawns just in the complete wrong spot. Love that. And you know what? I kind of liked that above angle here. Let's do that one again. Here we go, the Bruckell 9. Quickly approaching 100 years old, this car, so I'm expecting top shelf safety. Yes! That's your head going through the top of the ceiling, by the way, before being smushed like a watermelon. Most definitely. Another very cubified car here. Does the engine still run? No, it does not. I think it was dead on impact, if I'm being completely real with you here. All right, let's try something a little bit newer. I want to find a good 70s car to try out here. So we'll try the good old Moonhawk, an absolute classic. And I'm just going to go with like the default version of all these cars. So yeah, I imagine still the safety standards are probably not going to be the best in this thing. I think this thing's probably going to get folded like a lawn chair. Here we go. I'm actually going to change the angle for this one. I want another side profile for this one. It's a big long boy here. Gonna be very, oh my god, that reflection. I might have to turn off the reflections for this. Okay, that's good enough. Not ideal, but here we go. And there it goes, being folded like a lawn chair, just like I said. Let's get that in an instant replay, only this time 10 times more traumatizing, because we're going to go into the driver's seat here, or at least try to keep it in the driver's seat as much as we can. There we go. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. We're mid-crunch right now, but I need to get it perfectly. There we go. And crunched into oblivion. There we go. There's what's left of the Moonhawk. Not much. Engine still runs, though. It's been shoved into your lower intestine down here, but it still runs, baby. Good old American V8, I am assuming, power. All right, let's go 90s now. What's a good 90s car? When I think 90s in this game, I think of the BX, the Bishu BX. So we're just going to go with the Type L. See, now we at least have airbags in most cars. So I think this one's probably going to, I mean, it's still going to be crushed into oblivion, but I'm really just joking here. But, you know, maybe it'll hold up a little bit better. Who knows? Here we go. The 200 BX smashed into a cube. Well, as much of a cube as we can. Whoa, that is trippy. The reflections, man, they're so trippy. But there we go. Kind of more of a V shape, if you ask me, but you know, close enough to a cube. I can respect it, I guess. All right, what do I think of when I think of a modern car in BeamNG.drive? Well, my eye goes to the Bastion, because it feels like a car I see on the street all the time. Because, you know, it's a very, very Charger-esque car. So let's get a little higher end for this one. We'll go with the Sport GT. Let's rack our money. We haven't even spent that much money yet. Wasted, really. Actually, you know, I'd say we haven't even crushed that much money yet. But now we're going to start getting up there. So here we go. The Bastion is about to be Bastion to oblivion. That was a terrible pun. You should not let me get away with that in the comments. That was awful. Anyway, here we go. Yes, it's holding up pretty good. It held its shape for so long. But alas, the Crusher will get its cube, man. And what a beautiful cube it is. Very, very good cube. It's a little curvy down here, but pretty much everywhere else, perfect cube, man. Beautiful cube, actually. Does it still run? This one is dead in the water, unfortunately. I really hoped it would, but it does not. All right, let's go to the very tippy toppy of the food chain here. As far as expensive vehicles go, would you guys think the Bolide's going to cost more or the Scintilla? Hold on, let's see how much a regular Bolide's going for. About $180,000 compared to a Scintilla, which is looking about a $205,000. So really not a huge difference. I imagine this one's probably worth as much as it is just because it's probably an old, well-loved car. Let's crash the Bolide first. Why not? Now we're getting up there. This is a lot of money we're about to smash. So let's make sure we get a good angle of this one. It's going to fold like a lawn chair as well. I can already tell that engine's going straight through the back of your head. And there we go. Oh, that's looking like a good cue. Oh, it broke in half. I mean, I guess we should have seen that coming. Hold on. Can I just rip this off like a Band-Aid? And there's the front of the car. Beautiful. And you know what? I imagine the Scintilla is probably going to pretty much do the same thing. This one might actually break into 3 pieces, or is it the Bolide that breaks into 3? I don't remember. But I also imagine the doors are going to pop off because they just kind of do that. Like literally, they have a little explosive that pops it off if you land upside down. So let's see if that happens. Reflection, work with me. There we go. Oh my God. Hey, it actually held its shape fairly well. It didn't break into 3 pieces, so that's good, I guess. Where even is the back of this car? So with these 2 cars, that's roughly $400,000 right there. One of you super genius nerds in the comments, can you add up all the money we've spent in this video thus far? Let's do one more, though. It's got to be something special. What should it be? Because obviously we can't fit some of the bigger ones in here. Like they literally will just not fit. But I want to try it anyway. So we're gonna have to do some clipping here. So you know it's gonna break some immersion here. But I think it'll be worth it. Already a very cube-like shape already. So we're just probably gonna make it into a littler cube. But here we go. This might break the game. This is kind of like dividing like by 0. But, oh, God. Oh, my God. It's kind of shocking seeing it actually happen. Wow. It did do what it is supposed to do. That is pretty much a cube right there. Now we got to get the back in there somehow. So maybe I can just kind of... Whoa. Yeah, just spawn it like right here. Yes! Okay. Here we go. The back as well. It's just basically completely flattening this thing. Oh, my God. And that is about as crushed as you can possibly get a bus in this game. Look at it. It is not supposed to do this. That is for sure. Anyway, guys, this has been the better large crusher, and I do think it's better. I like the cubes, man, because I guess the default one just kind of flattens them for the most part, but this makes the nice little cubes. And I love that. It's a nice little touch. I'll have the link down below if you want to check it out for yourself. And while you're down there, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.